Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good to see you. Again, if you have a question for Hubert, just use the raise hand tool. And Hubert, your first question will come from Josh Graham.
Okay.
Hey, Hubert.
Yeah. Hey.
It seems rare to find a guy who has all the tools that Harrison seems to have. But you tell me, what makes him most different from guys you scout, from guys you recruit?
I've never looked at it in comparison like that. I try to stay away from comparisons, but I can tell you why, for us, what we, have loved and what he brings to the table, from a basketball standpoint, just his versatility on both ends of the floor. I mean, he can guard because of his size and his athleticism. He can guard 1 through 5. Excellent rebounder on the offensive end. He can shoot threes. He can handle the ball. He can pass. He can post up. He's a person that, when you need a bucket, whether he's shooting or somebody else, like he can get one or he can create one. And that's just such a bonus to be able to have that type of versatility and that on the floor. And then just his, I'm telling you, Harrison's personality is just off the chart. Like when he steps into any room, any situation, his smile and his personality just light it up. And he brings laughter and joy to our team in a way that only Harrison can do it. And it's just, I've loved him being here and I love coaching him.
To follow very quickly, Coach Stoudemire just a minute ago said that the one thing you could see from him on tape is his unselfishness. And you were talking about personality. All the things you're talking about personality-wise and the unselfishness piece, is that something you can see while recruiting?
Yeah, you can. I don't know. I don't think you can know fully until you're actually around him and spending time with him. And but when we were recruiting him, from a basketball standpoint, like we knew what we were looking for, and if we were able to get him, what we were going to get. What I didn't know, I knew he was a great kid and comes from a terrific family, but just the impact in terms of him in the locker room for our team relationship and chemistry. I didn't know that, but I love it. He's been huge for us.
Go next to Andrew Jones. Go ahead, Andrew.
Hey, Coach. Coach Stoudemire was just talking about Armando, about how he just came from the NBA, and he said Armando doesn't get enough credit for how he moves, and he's doing a lot of the little things this year. Is his game sort of transitioning into what it might be at the next level more this year than it has been because he's better defensively, he's setting better screens, and all the little stuff that he does out there?
Well, I mean, that's something that we always talk about is, the little things, the discipline and the details and making routine plays routinely. And we spell out, like what do those plays look like? And Armando's always, really done that. I mean, he continues to improve. I think you've mentioned just, his free throw shooting, what an improvement that's been for him and for us. But his screening has gotten better. His defense has been terrific, guarding 1 through 5, ball screen action. He's been awesome, and I don't think he's done it. Do I think his game easily translates to the next level? Yes. The things that he's doing translates to the next level? Yes. But he's not doing those things for that. He's doing those things because he can do them really well, and it's beneficial to the team. And I know the last couple games, Coach Forbes and Coach Hamilton have talked about the little things that Armando has done to allow us to really be good on both ends of the floor that aren't on the stat sheet. And you're right, he's been doing that really well and been doing it consistently.
If I could stay on that real quickly, the guys, when they're asked questions about why they're playing so well defensively, they always talk about how they're rotating well. Is Armando rotating better now than he has since you've had him there?
Well, yeah, I do, but I also I just, our communication and the biggest thing is our commitment. I just, everyone talks about it, every coach talks about it, but are the players committed in understanding the importance for them individually and for our team's success to be able to defend and rebound the basketball? And I really believe that our guys have a clear picture of what allows us to have a chance and be successful. And to the point, Armando, a couple of weeks ago, it's the first time he's ever said this. He said, Coach, this is the first time in my whole career, like I'm getting energized by defense. Like it's exciting to play. Like I'm just wanting to get help. I'm wanting to get stops. He's never said that before. And I think the guys are feeling that as well. Just enjoying the process of getting better defensively.
Thank you.
The next, Royal Howell.
Hello, Coach. How are we doing today?
Hey, good. Doing good.
Coach, you just mentioned getting better defensively. I think that's the narrative right now for this Carolina basketball team. Throughout your 10-game win streak, 5 being on the road, not a single opponent has scored over 70 points. What's been so fun about playing defense with this team, wanting to just show effort on both ends of the floor, but just making an effort? I think the key word is effort here with this UNC basketball team.
Well, they're taking pride in their individual one-on-one matchups. I've said this before. I showed them, a clip of Kevin Garnett, and he was just talking about when they won the championship. I think with the Boston Celtics. I think it was 2008, 2008. But he just talked about that he was really good defensively because he knew where his teammates. He could trust that his teammates had his back, and that they were going to do what they needed to do on the defensive end. I think the trust is building every day, but I also think they're recognizing when we do get stops, then we get to go in transition. And we've been pretty good offensively in transition all season. So I think they see, hey, I want to get stops. And then they see at the end what stops can do, because then we get to run and we get to play in transition and play on the offensive end. And that's something that our team likes to do, and I think everyone likes to do, is play offense and shoot and score.
Thank you, Coach.
I'll go next to Kip Coons.
Yeah, hi, Hubert. You have the singular distinction, you and Jeff Capel in this league, of having played and been a longtime assistant and now head coach. So looking ahead, down the road to next year, what would you like to see in terms of the conference tournament and also the regular season schedule? Does it need to cut back to 18 games again?
Well, one, I haven't thought about that. I'm just thinking about this year. And also try to stay away from things that are out of my control. I'm not in control of the schedule. I'm not in control of how many league games. I'm very proud to be a part of the ACC. I think it's the best conference in college basketball. I don't think it's anywhere close. And whether we stick to what we're doing now or change, being a part of the ACC is an honor and a privilege for me and for all of us. And it's something that we're thankful for and love to be a part of.
Got time for one more question, and it'll come from Matt Kramer. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Coach. Good to meet you. Since the calendar flipped to 2024, Harrison Ingram's had 6 double-digit rebounding nights in the past 8 games, I think, including Saturday. It's 7 offensive rebounds. Was there an emphasis on rebounding this month by you and your staff? Is it his New Year's resolution? Or do you think it's just what you said about the team in general? He knows what needs to be done to win.
No, I mean, I've said defense and rebounding, as soon as they step foot on campus. I mean, that's just, the 3 things that I say to them repeatedly every day is defense, rebound, and take care of the basketball. I just do that. And rebounding has always been a foundation piece for Carolina. We always want to be, in terms of defensive rebounding percentage, our goal is to be number one. Offensive rebounding percentage, our goal is to be number one. We want to get second chance opportunities, and that's a big part of our offense, is to be able to keep the ball alive and get multiple ways to be able to score. And so, a lot of times I keep saying it's not a Armando Bacot rebounding game. It's got to be a UNC rebounding game. So trying to encourage guys to join the party and not rely on Armando to get all the rebounds. And, Harrison has joined the party. He's been elite in terms of giving us another great rebounder on both ends of the floor. And that's exactly what this team needed. And I'm hoping that others will step up, just like Harrison has stepped up from a rebounding standpoint.
Hubert, thank you for the time. Appreciate it. We'll see you soon.
Okay, have a great day.
Thank you. You too. That wraps up the call.